we don't read this reading for the gospel every year. And sometimes when we do read it, we skip to the shorter form. But today's gospel is an important one. Today's gospel is the redemption of St. Peter. That when it references the charcoal fire that Jesus was cooking breakfast on, the last time that the charcoal fire was mentioned was at the crucifixion, when all of the people were gathered around the charcoal fire, and they were saying to Peter, "You're one of the Galileans. You're one of Jesus' followers. You know who he is." And we remember how that went, right? That Peter denied Jesus 3 times before the cock crowed. That in his estimation, and in most of ours, we would say he probably failed in his testing, that he didn't stand up for Jesus. But today, Jesus asks him 3 times, gives him 3 chances to redeem himself. Do you love me? There is also the kind of odd detail that Peter was fishing kind of naked, that he didn't have any clothes on. And so I thought that was kind of a strange detail that the gospel writer would choose to put that in. I'm sure the apostles did a lot of weird things that didn't make it into the gospels. But it is meant to evoke something, that when we are born, we're born without clothing. And so this is a rebirth for St. Peter, that he comes out of the water without clothes, that he is reborn in the resurrection, that his chance at redemption is a true renewal of spirit, and something more than just a little detail. And you may already know, the Greeks had 4 words for love. 2 of them we're more familiar with. Eros is that erotic love, romantic love. And being from Pennsylvania, we know philia is brotherly love, right? And so philia is brotherly love or friendship, that type of love. Then there's also agape, which is God's magnanimous, self-giving love, that true love that lasts for all ages, that love that never fails. And then finally, storge is the love between a family, parent to child, that we are pretty familiar with. So 4 words, different words, that all mean love. So this interchange, this exchange between Peter and Jesus doesn't come across as well in our translation. But Jesus starts by asking Peter, "Do you love me?" Agape. Do you love me with that love that never fails? Do you love me with that love that God has for us? That true love that lasts forever. Now, knowing that Peter has denied Jesus, Peter is not as braggadocious as he was. You recall before he said, "Lord, I'll go with you wherever you go. I'll do anything that you want me to do." But then when he was tested, he faltered. So when Jesus asks him, "Will you love me? Do you love me?" with that godly love, Peter's response is, "Yes, Lord, I love you with brotherly love, philia. I love you with friendship." So Peter does not match Jesus' question. Jesus asks, "Do you love me with godly love?" Peter says, "Yes, I love you with friendly love." Then Jesus asks again, "Peter, do you love me with godly love?" I might not have heard you right. That Peter responds the same way. "I love you with friendship love. I love you with brotherly love." And then Jesus gets it, right? So Jesus asks a 3rd time, but this time he says, "Peter, do you love me with friendly brotherly love?" And Peter says, "Yes, Lord, I do love you with friendly brotherly love." So Peter is being cautious now that he has been burned, that he knows he can't live up to the braggadocious nature that he once had. But Jesus comes to him and meets him on his own terms. That Jesus is merciful in his relationship with Peter. And Peter is redeemed through this exchange. That this time he has said that, yes, I love you, instead of denying anything. But that Jesus comes down to meet Peter where he's at. And so a message for us, that Jesus does come and meet us where we're at. That Jesus knows who we are. Jesus understands what it is to be human. And so that Jesus has this mercy on us. This mercy that he does not ask too much, but rather meets us where we're at. And so this message of love, that it seems on the outset that it's kind of monotonous, right? Do you love me? Yeah, I love you. Feed my sheep. Do you love me? Yeah, I love you. Feed my lambs. But there is a lot more going on in the Greek translation that we lose. That it is a lesson for us, that we have a God who loves us, who knows us, and who meets us where we're at. And let us continue to praise him, to know him, and to follow in his will.